I'm Casey Claiborne, and thanks for watching this CrimeWatch digital exclusive, where we take a look back at recent crime stories that have been making headlines in our area and across the state. Austin police are asking the public for help in helping a deaf business owner get his stolen food truck back. The incident was captured on surveillance video. Fox 7 Austin's Katie Pratt has the details.
The deaf business owner is now desperately searching for his food truck after two thieves drove off with it on the night of Christmas. As a member of the deaf community, Roy Lott says he had to work twice as hard as a hearing person to be able to call himself a business owner. He took on 2 jobs working 7 days a week just to be able to save up enough money to invest in his dream of opening his Lots of Barbecue food truck.
It's a challenge definitely for a deaf business owner. I have to work harder than hearing people do because I don't get all the access to the information. So, I believe in hard work, and that's what I've done.
Then he wakes up on the day after Christmas to this.
I was at a loss of words and depressed. It's just like that. This is my dream for such a long time. And since I started doing this barbecue business, to have a food truck, and I finally got it, and now it's been taken away from me.
This is the surveillance video captured the night that Lott's livelihood was taken from him. It was just after midnight in the Ghost Line Kitchen's parking lot in Southeast Austin, where Lott's parked his food truck. You see 2 men casing out the lot. They leave, then return later in a green pickup truck and drive off with the trailer.
It really breaks my heart to, what they stole from me. They just don't know how hard and what they've done to me, all the blood, sweat, and tears they've done for me, and they've taken this away from me.
Lott says he has events scheduled that he's now having to cancel, and he's trying to figure out how he's going to financially recover from this. But still, he doesn't want to let this stop him from living out his dream, even if that means starting from scratch.
Hopefully we can find this truck and get it back. That trailer, this is my livelihood, and it was taken away from you.
Lott is now pleading for help so he can get his business back and support his family.
To save up for this all over again, all the equipment was in the truck as well. It wasn't covered fully with the insurance, only the trailer itself.
Lott hasn't paid off the truck yet, and now he's out of work. He did file a police report with APD, so if you have any leads about who may have taken the truck, please call the police. I'm reporting in Southeast Austin. Katie Pratt, Fox 7 Austin News.
Police have arrested a man and woman accused of shooting at several buildings at a condominium complex in downtown Austin. We're told bullets reached as high as the 5th floor. The manager of the complex says this was a random act and there were about 6 shots fired. Fox 7 Austin's Tan Radford has that story.
The 5th and West condominiums in downtown Austin riddled with bullets Sunday night. On Monday, residents were sent out a statement from management explaining the gunfire.
It's a problem and it's dangerous.
According to management, around 9 p.m. Sunday, the suspects drove down 5th Street, firing a gun at some of the buildings and shattering glass in one of them. The complex was hit by 6 shots. Bullets reached as high as the 5th floor, including a window in the southeast side of the lobby.
You're hearing these incidents all the time with increasing frequency.
Austin police were called out. When they arrived, they found several bullet casings. Police say Bob Hinojosa Jr. was found nearby, arrested and charged with deadly conduct and a felon in possession of a firearm. A second suspect, Christina Miranda, was also charged with deadly conduct and possession of a controlled substance.
It's surprising because fewer and fewer of these cases are resolved.
Mike Levy, a friend of one of the tenants, says there is a lack of police presence in the area.
It's not unusual. Anybody who monitors this kind of activity, you can talk to police officers. They'll tell you the same thing. It's increasing. This kind of activity, dangerous activity, is increasing, and you see it in a lot of ways in terms of kids doing inappropriate acts. If you drive around city, you're seeing more and more graffiti. No different. These are crimes that are increasing because there's no police visibility.
Another body has been found in Ladybird Lake. The 911 call came in around 10:50 a.m. on December 20th. Witnesses report seeing an older white or Hispanic man in the water near South 1st Street on the north shore of the lake. When emergency responders got there, they determined the man was dead. APD says there are no signs of trauma that would lead them to believe it was a homicide, but the investigation is ongoing. The identity of the victim is still not known. Contact police if you saw anything in regards to this incident. A judge has delayed a key decision in the case of a social media model from Austin who's accused of murdering her boyfriend in Miami. Courtney Clinty was arrested for the 2022 death of Christian Obumsali. A Florida judge is considering whether to allow controversial evidence in the case. That decision was postponed to after the New Year holiday, but no exact date was given. The evidence was obtained from a laptop during the arrest of Clinty's parents, who live in Bee Cave. Her parents were accused of hacking into the boyfriend's laptop. Those charges have since been dropped. Fort Worth police are looking for burglars who rammed their car into a smoke shop and stole items from inside on Christmas Day. Fox's Peyton Yeager has that story.
Early Christmas morning, a car crashed through the storefront of Fort Worth's modern smoke shop off South Hewlin. 3 people in hoods exit the vehicle and one decides to take off. Once inside, the thieves climbed over the mangled gate into the business and stole thousands of dollars worth of vapes, according to the shop's owner. Less than 10 minutes later, Fort Worth Fire arrived on scene because the crashed out vehicle caught on fire. Then the fire spread to the building. The shop's owner rushed to his business and took these photos of the burned vehicle. Fort Worth police say that vehicle was stolen.
The officers during the investigation were able to find out was they were able to track the vehicle to its registered owner, and that person advised that no one had permission to use the vehicle, and it appears that the vehicle was stolen.
By Christmas afternoon, the business had the front door boarded up. Remnants of the fire can be seen on the sidewalk. As for the damage left behind,
it's pretty extensive because of the fire was not only to the vehicle, it also started to spread to the building. So FD made the location. Fortunately, they were able to put out the fire, and the investigation continued.
Now for a look back at some crime numbers from 2024. Crime Trends indicated Austin was going to break a record for the number of homicides in the city after a violent November, but homicides in Austin for 2024 were down compared to the last 4 years. Fox 7 Austin's Meredith Aldis has that story.
Homicides are trending down from 2021, but are way up compared to pre-pandemic numbers. These are some of the people who have been arrested in connection to homicides this year.
You just can't predict who's dangerous and who's not.
Austin police reported 70 homicides with less than a week left in 2024.
It's senseless to take a life.
Different crime scenes all over Austin. APD crime statistics show North Central Austin with the highest number of homicides at 16 and Southwest Austin with the lowest at 0.
I really just saw crime scene vehicles all over and like yellow tape around the apartment and things like that. And there was a lot of activity out here.
The fact that this person is now dead and that it happened in my own community and that it happened in my supermarket.
The victims age and range from a 6-week-old baby to an 83-year-old woman.
I'm to pieces. How am I going to make it through this? Is this real? Is this a dream? Oh, man.
Family and friends remembering their loved ones.
He was the father figure for his siblings. He was a protector of his family. So he's missed by a lot of people.
He was a character. Let's just put it that way.
He was definitely like a big brother to me.
Sweet old lady that just loved talking to her neighbors.
Last year, 75 homicides were reported, up from 71 in 2022, but down from a record high 88 in 2021. In 2019, pre-pandemic, APD reported 36. Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis says she plans to address these killings.
So what is occurring? Where are guns coming from? Who is committing these homicides? What are the interactions and what can we do as an organization to intercede in those things?
Records show Austin police have arrested suspects in a majority of the cases this year, but suspects are still on the loose in about 25% of them.
It is a pain that words cannot adequately describe. But I stand before you today not only in grief, but in hope that justice will be served.
APD has released these images in hopes the community can identify these people who may be connected to homicides. If you have any information to help with these investigations, call the Austin Police Department. Reporting from APD headquarters, Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin News.
Meredith also looked at statistics that show reported crime in the city was down in 2024 compared to 23, but the same can't be said when you compare them to pre-pandemic numbers.
There's national dialogue about the perceptions of public safety versus what people are experiencing.
So, is Austin a safe place?
Austin was a safe, smallish town, and it's turned into kind of scary.
Overall, Austin's a very safe city.
What do the statistics show?
I think the question becomes, what is the crime level relative to pre-pandemic levels of crime? Is more so of the questions, especially with Austin and other cities dealing with being under policing, and then also just individuals having a feeling that crime is high.
Comparing 2019 reported crime stats to those in 2024, property crimes is a mixed bag. Shoplifting and burglary are down, but motor vehicle theft is way up. As for violent crimes, robberies are down, but aggravated assaults, kidnappings, and homicides are up.
In general, half of the crimes that occur are reported. What we really care about when we look at crime statistics is homicide, because that is a number that can't really be influenced by people's feelings about reporting crime.
In 2019, Austin police reported 36 homicides. This year, 70 with just days left.
How can we get at least homicides down to the pre-pandemic level, right? Is this something related to number of officers? Austin has grown quite a bit, especially with the boom during the pandemic. Is there enough officers? Are there enough resources? And so these are questions that need to be addressed.
Most crimes, including homicides, are down compared to last year. Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis applauds her department.
Crime is low here for a reason. It is low here for a reason, and that is because of the work that they've done and the things that have been in place. And so how do we look at that and keep crime low while we're still addressing the calls for service and we're addressing the current, the homicides?
She says she plans to continue working with elected officials like the Travis County District Attorney.
The District Attorney's Office works hand in hand with the Austin Police Department every single day. There are dedicated public servants here in the District Attorney's Office and at the Austin Police Department who do the hard work of keeping our community safe, of winning justice for victims of crime every day outside of the spotlight. We have made an enormous amount of progress together, and I think this community has seen the results of that over the last couple of years.
Meredith Aldis, Fox 7 Austin, Crime Watch.
Thanks for watching the Fox 7 Austin Crime Watch digital exclusive. Our Crime Watch story is run each Monday on Fox 7 Austin News at 9. If you missed them, you can watch anytime on our Fox Local connected TV and mobile apps. They're free to download, and you can watch on your phone and on multiple platforms like Roku and Apple TV. For more on the stories highlighted in this episode, you can head to our website, fox7austin.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the Fox 7 Austin YouTube channel.